Come one, come all. You are now listening to the Aux Podcast. Every week, Monday night, hosted by Steelo and Max. Roll yourself up some potent, pour yourself a drink, get yourself comfortable. We finna chill.
Hello, everybody. What's going on? Welcome back to another week of the Aux Podcast, hosted by yours truly, Steelo, aka OG Homunculus, aka Cash Money Criminal, the fucking GOAT. Calling myself the GOAT is crazy, but we here. As per always, I'm joined by my good brother Max, aka Sir Maximilian, aka maxing out on natural resources to progress the world forward. How you feeling, brother?
Like this 5 p.m. Red Bull I just got because I'm falling asleep.
So real, actually, brother. So real. Fuck, man. Yeah, it's been a crazy week for the both of us, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely more you than me, but, you know.
Just a little bit, yeah. We're vibing, though. We're vibing. How you living, though, brother? You're good?
I'm chilling.
Yes,
chilling.
man.
A lot happening.
Same shit
everywhere.
every day, right?
Pretty much.
Yes, sir. All right, brother, let's get right the fuck into it. Y'all already know the formula at this point. What have you been listening to, my man?
All right. Really unoriginal, Stealing Your Flow, actually,
yeah.
from a couple weeks ago.
Right on.
Number one this week with an obscene number of streams is Stone Fruit.
Ooh.
Um,
Ooh. Literally the greatest
Yeah,
song
song.
ever made in history.
You know, you've said that a few times, but yeah, I'll agree with you on this one.
Yeah, 100%.
There's quite a few greatest song ever mades.
Yeah.
Quite a few of those nowadays. But
The song was like 20 for me, I'd say.
yeah. Depends on how I'm feeling. But
You've been in a haram kind of mood, eh?
I have. I really enjoy that album. Like 3 weeks ago was We Buy Diabetic test strips that I was really like, man, this is crazy. And it's still crazy, but now I'm wound up wrong.
Yeah, most definitely. Perfect closer, might I say, as well. Like, it wraps up the album so beautifully, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Next level, dude. Next level. What's up
Number
next?
two, I got Snake Charm by Mike.
Yeah, right on.
Burning Desire. One of my favorites, slowly becoming one of my favorites off Burning Desire.
Underrated, I'd say.
One of my favorite lines on there, I mean the most when you hit me, it lets me know I exist.
Yep. Oh.
Don't be the friend that doesn't reach out.
Type shit.
Don't be the friend.
Type shit.
Don't be the friend that doesn't reach out. That's all I'll say.
I am the friend that doesn't reach out, but like,
well,
yeah.
Just know people are thinking negatively about you then.
Yeah, for sure.
Smile.
Smile. Yeah.
Number 3, I got VCRs.
Right on.
By Jid featuring Vince Staples.
Yeah.
That Vince verse is going to be one of my favorites this year. Like, he went crazy on that. I think it might be my favorite verse on the album. And that's with clips on that.
Yeah.
And Earth Gang. And
like,
on the Jid album.
That's a fucking titan of an album in terms of just straight verses. But with that said, agreed fully, Vince is a fucking sicko.
Yeah.
I'm going to be real. I did not listen to that album once more after the 2 times that I listened to it. But
I haven't either. I've listened to this song a lot.
Yeah. I was going to say, this one and the Earth Gang cut, I've been going back to a good bit. Yeah, that's a banger.
Yes, sir.
That's an all-timer. What else we got on the menu?
Number 4, I got Kiss of Life off of Love Deluxe by Sade.
Wow.
Real banger.
What can we say about this song that hasn't been said already? One of the greatest songs ever made. Straight up.
Like every the like progression the song goes through is like literally no minute in the song is consistent with the last. Like,
yeah,
it's just so crazy.
Next level, dude.
I think it's probably my favorite song off that album. And honestly, I had only heard because she has a greatest hits album. I know that's pretty popular.
But Love
and
Deluxe,
I had only really listened to the greatest hits. and I saw Love Deluxe in a record store. And I was like, well, I really like Kiss of Life, so I'm gonna buy this.
Yeah.
And then I listened to it and was like, wow,
this is incredible. Actually,
all she makes is good music. It's crazy.
Literally, bro. Literally, you could put Sade on shuffle, and it's gonna be heat no matter what. Like, you know, you're getting into something good, bro. Yeah.
Yep.
That's so real. That's so fucking real. I have a funny story about how I found out about Sade, but I will not share it on the air.
Real shit.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Shit.
Track number 5.
Track number 5. An album I really got into on Friday. Well, the track is "Looking Gorgeous," off of "It's Too Quiet."
Yeah.
Sifu and Tersh Benji.
Yeah. Underrated.
This one especially, like, because when I pressed play on the album,
mm-hmm.
I accidentally had shuffle on, and this was the first song that came on, and I heard "Hey Tony," and I was like, "Oh,
yeah, you're in for a fucking treat, right?"
And that song is wavy as fuck. And
yeah.
I spun it a shit ton yesterday and today,
so real, so real. I will, honest to God, Tariq Benji does not get the flowers he deserves. I think, like, I forget who it was, but there was an interview with the both of them talking about the creation of this album. Sifu obviously had, like, a big hand in it, but apparently it's majority Tariq Benji's, like, vision, like, production-wise, sonically, everything like that. One of the most underrated artists doing it right now, I think. Everyone should listen to Tariq Benji.
He's responsible for a lot of my favorite songs off of Black Antique from this year.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. Girls Fall Out the Sky, translation.
Yeah. Girls Fall Out the Sky, one of my favorite songs this year, like, hands down.
Like, easily. Funny enough,
he brings that to another level.
We were literally talking about it in the Discord the other day about how this is, like, one of the greatest songs fucking ever made, man. Just his vocals, dude. Like, he's next level heat, man. Yeah.
Every single part of that song is just so stupid. Like,
agreed.
It has no business being that crazy.
It's nuts, dude. We're eating good as rap music fans. Speaking of eating good for rap music fans, my top 5 this week is almost like entirely new shit. First one is Black or Bitter Root off of the new Shrapnel record that just hit DSPs. One of the craziest songs I've ever heard in my life. There's like a Wizard of Oz motif going on the chorus where it's like, there's no place like home, 3 heels, click. It's fucking next level. I've spun that a metric shit ton. I want to say like 19 times. Second is technically the opener of the album, Holophobia. I don't know what the fuck Mike Ladd did production-wise on this thing, but so much of the album feels like this like science fiction industrial fucking like giant black cube like mecha, but like science, dude, next level shit. I've been loving it. Absolutely loving it. Number 3 for me is that new Offman single, 3-Peat, featuring No God and Big Z. Song of the summer, low key. I know it's mid-August. Song of the summer though. They went fucking crazy on this shit, bro.
Song of the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Offman is like one of the most underrated producers I've ever heard in my life. This beat is no exception. It is fucking next level what they did. And that's not me just glazing because they're the homies. It's good fucking music, yo. So tap in, stream that shit. Number 4, we actually have an older song. It's Niggas So Good, Makami and the God Fahim. Off of Notorious Dump Legends Volume 2, which honest to God, I didn't really go back to that often. I was at work and this song came on shuffle and I was like, oh my God, wait a second. Might be a hot take. This is the best Fahim verse I've ever heard in my life. And like Fahim has some verses. He says some shit. He's like, oh my God. It's like, he closes the verse with like, no use in hiding from the pestilence. We've all been through it. It's crazy. It's crazy. Fahim is one hell of an MC. Mock, obviously, we all know that's going to be quality. That shit is good. And then finally, number 4, we got something new to me by, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but Demagier. Peace to my brother Robin for putting me on. There's a song called Baby Teeth off of the 2020 album And Such Is Life, which the homie Robin put me on. been spinning the fuck out of this. It is next level good. I feel like this is an album that I know a lot of people would absolutely adore, but I haven't heard much people talking about it. Genuinely cannot recommend this more than enough. Sorry, my Spotify app is bugging as well. The album covers aren't showing up, and that's kind of pissing me off. Some features on it. There's a Pink Sifu feature. There's Navy Blue, Chris Keys, Overcast, like a lot of titans. Crazy album for everyone who's within this niche of like underground rap music. Genuinely cannot recommend this enough. Fire, super fire. And I guess getting right into it, we have had arguably the biggest release week for at least shit that has been on my radar recently. So
buckle in, everybody.
Yeah, buckle in. I'm about to fucking yap your guys' ear off. So, okay, getting right into it. One of the first things I was tapped into this week earlier was the Shrapnel record, which I've already recorded, Cesare LaFew, produced by Mike Ladd. Hit DSPs on Monday, I believe. So that has been the soundtrack to the week. This is arguably my favorite out of the triple beams that they've done. The Raffi album that came out like 2 weeks ago, this one, and then the Obliv, which is going to be coming out later. This one is fucking crazy. There's a song on it called Mercury with Jesse the Tree, which I can only describe as them rapping over some fucking do-si-do rodeo-ass beat. It's fucking next level. Stupid fire. Next one we're going to get into is the new Clown Cat and Morning Run album, Smilodon. Came out, I believe, on the Tuesday of this week. For most of the people that listen to the Aux, we all have pretty similar tastes in terms of like hip hop, especially within the underground. This project is right up that alley. Next level fucking heat. The production is unreal. Clown Cat is a sicko. This is the first I've heard of Morning Run, if I'm being real. I believe it is a duo of MCs. I could be capping when I say that. I'm not too sure, if I'm being real. But definitely tap in. Super enjoyable listen. I've been sitting with it for a few times. Excuse me. Some features on there that I think will stick out to people. There's an SD-NAC feature. There's a Sleep Sinatra feature. Nina Slay. Super good project. Definitely give this a listen. Up next, we have the new Rapman Gavin and Lou project, Scrolling Through the Doom. Gavin, one of the most underrated MCs I've ever heard in my life, coming out of South Africa, making some next level shit. This album is no exception to that. There's some fucking bars on here. Really good production as well. I'm not too sure who did the production. I would have done more research, but I'm gonna keep it a stat. This week has been absolutely fucking chaos for me, so I'm a little bit lost in the sauce, to say the least. Loved this album, though. Really good features on it. Shout out to Trey Does and Slumber Logic on You Are Here. Probably my favorite cut off the album, just because I'm a little bit biased. I like hearing the homies on this track. There's a Hester Valentine feature. I just got tapped in with Hester Valentine earlier this year through the Sasco Sun Monday that came out. Definitely give this one a listen to. Super fucking cool. Gavin is like stupid underrated. Everything I've heard from them has been next fucking level. Not really hip hop, but another project that I really want to get into is a new Kaytranada, Ain't No Damn Way. Classic Kaytranada, dancey, groovy, ass shaking, good fucking music. I'd say I wasn't disappointed with Kaytranada's album last year, but it was definitely like a change of pace from what I'm used to. This is definitely
Kaytramine?
I didn't.
No, was that Kaytramine? Like, he didn't drop again, right?
Oh no, he did. It was
Oh shit.
I forget the name of Timeless.
Oh, Timeless.
Yeah.
Timeless.
And that's one of those ones that
was
like
Kaytramine 2 years ago?
It was, yeah. God. 2023. Bro, we're getting fucking old, right? And honest to God, those two releases, like, it's funny you bring up Kaytramine as well, kind of left a sour taste in my mouth where I wasn't too excited to get into new Kaytranada. But I gave this a spin. I was like, I think I listened to it for the first time. I was cooking dinner, just in the crib. And like, a guy like me, when I'm cooking dinner, I need some music that makes me like fucking move. This shit made me move, bro. Really good album. Definitely would recommend it if you're looking for something a little more groovy, a little more dancey. The other album that I did my first listen of yesterday is the new Dijon titled Baby. Could just be because I'm off a fucking bean, but this shit hit so unbelievably hard. I love Dijon because I believe it was their 2021 album. Absolutely adore that album. Incredible. This, in my opinion, off of, I believe I've given it 2 first listens top to bottom, is better. Might just be, I don't know. Dijon has always had a pretty like experimental sound when it comes to production, especially within the more like melodic R&B kind of bag that he's operating in. This shit is stupid though. stupid fire. Definitely give this one a peep. If, once again, you're not looking for just straight rappy raps. If you're looking for rappy raps, the debut from Cal Banks, Rhoda, fucking crazy. Once again, I'm telling you, this week has been fucking bonkers for new releases. Gave this one a first listen, I believe, on the... I don't even remember. I was downtown, listened to it on the way back home from work. It was fucking incredible. Really, really liked it. Some standout features. There's a lot of Pink Sifu, or I believe there's 2 Pink Sifu cuts. There's a High Tech. There's a Smino and Buddy. There's a Maxo Cream feature. The song with Maxo Cream is fucking crazy. It's called Rob the Robber. I love Maxo Cream. Sometimes you just got to get into that, like, bag that you're just going to go hit some fucking licks, and this is no exception to that. Stupid fire. Definitely give it a peep. I know Cal Banks, first I heard of him was off of the Isaiah Rashad album from 2021, I want to say. House is Burning, the cut with Doechii. First I heard of Doechii as well, funny enough. Definitely give this one a peep. Nothing too crazy in terms of sound. Like, it's very much so within the, I'd say, a general niche of, like, mainstream hip-hop. Definitely something that you can play at the function. Definitely something you can play on the aux that you're not going to get too many weird looks. Really, really enjoyable. This one I'm excited to talk about a little bit. The new Chance the Rapper, Starline. I know Chance the Rapper hasn't had the best track record. I know that. I'm pretty biased.
To say the least.
To say the fucking least, right?
Hot damn, hot water, hot shower.
My lawyer said it's urgent. I'm going to call him in an hour. Fuck me, man. I am a Chance the Rapper apologist. Personally, Acid Rap and Coloring Book are very, very special albums to me. So I was excited for this album because the singles and the writing exercises that he's been dropping since, I want to say 2022 all the way up until now, had made me think, oh, Chance is going to, he's returning to form. It's going to be good shit. It surprises me the only single that stayed on the album from the shit that he dropped was the cut with Joey Badass, Highs and Lows. Overall, I think if you liked Acid Rap, if you like Coloring Book, if you like classic Chance the Rapper, give this one a listen. I know a lot of people were hesitant to. I say this with only a little bit of bias. Really, really enjoyable album. Really, really enjoyable. A lot of good features on it. Obviously, there was the Joey Badass that I mentioned. There's a Vic Mensa cut, and seeing Chance and Vic Mensa on the same song in the Lord's year of 2025 really did something for me emotionally. I'm not gonna lie, like that shit means something to me, bro. There's a few BJ the Chicago Kid cuts on there. There's a song with Young Thug and Tia Kareem called Gun in Your Purse, which has a really catchy hook about put this gun in your purse. Good time. My favorite song, apparently this is a hot take, my favorite song off of it is Tree with Lil Wayne and Smino. It's just a feel-good song, man. It has a really fun melodic hook. Genuinely, listen to this record. Really, really enjoyable. One of those ones, once again, nothing too crazy experimental, nothing too out of the ordinary. If you like Chance the Rapper, please listen to this. The next album that we're going to get into, however, is very much so that experimental shit. The most recent Backwood Studios release, the new Preservation and Gabe Nandez project, Sortilege. Dude, like, I don't even know where to fucking start with this one. Preservation was the one responsible production-wise for the entirety of Aethiopes. This kind of feels like a spiritual successor to that. Very much so a similar sound. I'm pretty sure there's one song on here, I believe it's Morning Star, that uses the same sample that is used in Wharves off of Aethiopes. If you like that Backwood Studios shit, if you like Woods, obviously you need to tap in with this. There's 2 Billy Woods features. There is an Arm & Hammer cut on here as well called Mondo Cane, which is one of the craziest Arm & Hammer features I've ever heard. The production on it is fucking ridiculous. Elucid gets into this crazy pocket. Genuinely, like, super fucking enjoyable. Already, like, one of the highlights of this year for me. The single that was off of it, War, was like, War and Shadow Step were in heavy rotation for me to begin with, and the whole album just comes together fucking beautifully. Definitely give this one a peep. Next up, I already talked about it, but 3-Peat, Othman, No God. Definitely want to give this one a peep. It's a single to an upcoming album that I will talk about later. Feel good music for the summer. You gotta love it. Amazing time. The next one I listened to is the new Cities Aviv project, Electric Chair. Truth be told, the only Cities Aviv album I had listened to before this was Man Plays the Horn, With that said, that's one of my favorite albums of all time. That shit is incredible. This album is a little more instrumental, I'd say. There were only like a handful of verses. A lot of the stuff is a more like ambient kind of sound to it. With that said, once again, super enjoyable listen. Cities of Eve is one of those ones. I know he has some controversy around his name. I've made my opinion on the situation. Y'all can do your own research. Fucking whatever. Really good album. Listened to it, liked it, loved it. Sick. For all of my friends who enjoyed the Mary Sue project from earlier this year, Porcelain Shield Paper Sword, he is back with another one called In Spite, which was apparently finished in July 2022, but is now hitting DSPs now. I listened to this, same kind of thing, just on my ones, headphones on, chilling, smoking my spliff, whatever. For the people who liked Porcelain Shield Paper Sword, this one is definitely way more experimental production-wise, a lot of more like droning sounds, a lot more guitars. Like there's one cut off of here, I believe, not Sleepwalkers. Excuse me. There's one cut on here that's pretty much entirely an instrumental song with just him going fucking crazy on the guitar. Crazy enjoyable listen. I fucking loved it. I know for the people who like Porcelain Shield Paper Sword, might be a little bit of a change of pace, but definitely worth a listen. This shit is dope as fuck. Loved it. I'm telling you, this week is fucking crazy because I still have like at least 6 more projects to go through. Surprise drop this week was the new Juicy J and Dia Owens, Caught Up in This Illusion. Juicy J heard the fucking memes of like, you're getting too old, it's time for jazz, and said, I bet, and then made a killer fucking jazz album. This shit was very, very enjoyable to listen to, really emotional at points too. Not too many verses on it. I believe there's only like 1 or 2 Juicy J verses on it. There's a Black Thought feature, which is crazy. Really emotional piece, like really, really good top to bottom. This is gonna be one of the ones that I stick with throughout this year. Super enjoyable, definitely worth a peep if you want something more chill, mellow, jazzy, that kind of shit. Up next, we got the new Evidence project, Unlearning version 2. Evidence is one of those ones that I know is a titan of the game, but I had only listened to what's it called? Eastern Medicine, Western Illness from 2020, which I fucking loved personally. That's incredible. Definitely tapped in with this one. Stupid fucking fire. His pen, always on point. The production, always on point. There's a Domogenesis feature, which is crazy. There's an Alchemist verse, which is like, I fucking love when Alchemist raps, bro. Like, it is, to me, one of my favorite things. Like, hearing one of the greatest producers to ever do it say, fuck it, I'm gonna hop in the booth and drop some fucking heat. Excuse me. That shit was incredible. I loved it. Definitely worth a listen. This one, I'm gonna keep it a stack. I only really give it a skim through. Super Gadgets 2 by Sign Sucrel, produced by Mike Shab. It's in French for the most part, so I knew I wasn't really gonna get much out of it, but Mike Shab is a great producer. I give it a little sniff. There's some fire in here, some good beats, some good raps. If you speak French, this might be up your alley. I never really tapped in with that. I know French is mandatory to learn here in Canada, but I fucking fuck that shit. Straight up, I didn't listen to it, but there's a new Joey Valence and Bray album that came out that I thought some people might wanted to bring attention to. I have my takes on JVB. Not my thing. Won't ever really be my thing, but I know a lot of people were excited about this, so I just wanted to talk about it. There's a JPEG Mafia feature. There's a Rebecca Black feature. There's a Tia Kareen feature. Check it out if that's your thing.
Rebecca Black, like it's Friday?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
See, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, maybe I'll peep it eventually, but I listen to No Hands. I didn't really like it. I have no inclination to go to this. Not really my thing. And then the last release on Spotify, at least, is the new Marco Plus album, Marco Plus versus the Underworld. Really, really enjoyable listen. Marco Plus is a super underrated MC and I believe producer as well. I think he produced most of this. Very enjoyable listen. There's a Smino feature on it. It's crazy. Smino has been on a fucking crazy feature run this year. Like on this week alone, he had 3 of them. All of them were fire. This album was fucking sick too. Marco Plus is forever underrated. Definitely worth a spin. Really enjoyable. And folks, you might think this is the end of the playlist, but we're not done. Because other releases we have, We Preserve by Parker for President. That's the homie. Gave this one a spin. It's a SoundCloud exclusive as of right now, as far as I'm aware. For everyone who likes Mike, Mavi, Navy Blue, that kind of niche, definitely give this one a peep. Parker just turned 19. Happy belated birthday, nephew. Love you. All that shit. Definitely give this one a peep. Really fucking good. It's a Morningstar production. I know they have like a little collective going on. Everything I've heard coming out from there has been dope. Definitely give this one a peep. And then finally, I already talked about it last week, but Theremin by Amalgama, the autobiographical beat tape from my mans, came out on the Friday as well. Fucking incredible. Give this one a peep. It's everywhere except Spotify because it's fuck Spotify till the day we die. Really fucking enjoyable listen. Really, really dope. I had the privilege of listening to it early and it still stayed in rotation for me. Definitely worth a listen. I fucking loved it. Woo! And I think that's it in terms of new releases. Fucking A, bro. I just yapped your fucking ears off. But yeah, very good week for listens. I have had my fair share of homework to do because of the amount of shit that's dropping, but it's the opposite of complaining. I'm so happy that there's new music that's coming out and new music to talk about. And you know what? Let's get right into it. Speaking of new music coming out, Earl Sweatshirt apparently announced an album, Live, Laugh, Love, with some controversy attached to it because some of the tweets that have come out, allegedly it's featuring Dave Chappelle, Steven Yeun, Donald Glover, The Alchemist, Hiro Murai, Navy Blue, BK the Ruler, and Liv. With that said, apparently that's not a feature list and rather everyone who signed the guest book to this little event that he had throwing on. So don't take that in concrete. I know a lot of people were pissed seeing Dave Chappelle on there. Understandably so. Dave Chappelle has said some fucking wild shit in the past. Yeah. I'm excited for this though, man. It's new Earl Sweatshirt. I will be listening. I know I'm going to enjoy it either way. I know me and you share.
That's what we have to remind ourselves of, right? Like when Earl puts out anything,
yeah,
in a very similar way that, like, okay, there are a few artists that I feel like have the ability to do this, but there are some artists where you don't need to be concerned over their vision before you hear the product. I think Earl is one of those artists where it's like you just kind of have to see how it plays out and then make a decision, because like getting upset about, you know, certain things, and if it's from like a, you know, like a, oh, why is Dave Chappelle on this album sort of situation, it's like, okay, I can agree maybe why is Dave Chappelle on this album, but it could just be like a sample or something that was used, like
or even something similar to that on Utopia that Dave Chappelle was on, given just kind of like a speech, you know? Because
he did the album intro for the No Worries tape from last year too. Like he's been doing like hip hop related stuff and like been in the space, so it's like,
what the fuck are we doing, right?
Like just relax, everybody. It's gonna be okay.
People are just quick to get mad at shit because of the Twitter echo chamber that exists. And like, man, it's heat, bro. Like at the end of the day, bro, like it's gonna be an Earl Sweatshirt album and it's gonna be good. Like we all know that. That's my 2 cents at least. I think it's gonna be enjoyable. I know I'm gonna listen. I know I'm gonna like it more than most likely. Especially if there's a Vince Staples feature. Especially if there's a Navy Blue feature. Like, come on, man. Let's be serious with ourselves.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I feel.
Yeah. We talked about this a few weeks ago, but Joey Badass is finally announcing an official release date for Lonely at the Top, which I know has been pushed back plenty of times now. August 29th, it's coming out, which I know is going to be a pretty big day for some other hip-hop shit. He dropped like a little trailer on YouTube of just like him in a jazz bar, smoking a cigar and drinking a whiskey on the rocks. I'm excited for this album. I mean, we've talked about it before. I think Joey Badass is like stupid underrated. Or not underrated, sorry. Always will make consistently good music, and I think this album is no exception, especially if the track list is what it said with the singles that he was talking about. You know what I mean? So I'm excited for that. I'll be listening to that. Another album coming out August 29th. I talked about it earlier. The new Othman, The Eternal Spirit, Part 2 of the Othman trilogy. Shout out to the guys in Secret Scriptures doing some special shit up here in Canada. Majority of the features are going to be within that Secret Scriptures niche. So, you know, you got No God, The Outdoorsman, Big Z, Sneaky Preacher, No Naz, Jordan, all of those guys. I know for a fact this album is going to be heat. I may or may not have already heard it. All I'm saying, keep your ears peeled for maybe an interview coming up about this one too. This shit is going to be fire. I know it's going to be fire. Othman is one of the most underrated producers I've ever heard in my life. And this shit is going to be fucking incredible. Yes. And then this one got some pretty funny reactions, but J. Cole is going to be dropping September 5th. It's a Boy, his 7th studio album. Say what you will about Jermaine. I think he has some good songs. I think he has some good albums. I'm going to listen to this probably. I'll see what's up. I just wanted to let people know. I know a lot of people have some opinions about J. Cole, but like, hey man, it's good. It's a rap album, you know? It's going to be a rap album. Yeah. And then finally, this one got announced a while ago, but our dumbasses kind of forgot to talk about it. But the Anicia Kim and Tony Seltzer album, September 12th, called Purity, that's going to be coming out. I think the single is coming out September. Either way, it's going to be fucking heat. Tony Seltzer is on a crazy run. The 2 Pinball albums, of course, production credits sprinkled out here and there. This shit's going to be fire. I'm going to be sitting there. Anicia Kim is part of 10K, is she not?
Yes.
Yeah, sweet. So any 10K release, I'm excited. I know it's going to be really good. We will be there. And then finally, the most recent new release will be the Alchemist and Erykah Badu album, Abby and Allen. They were just in Toronto, actually, this weekend past recording this. I didn't get a chance to see the show. The tickets were like fucking $200 by the time I got around to it.
Damn.
Yeah, it was wild. I wanted to go. I think it would be pretty cool. I heard one of the singles that they've done from this, and I wasn't too blown away. But it's gonna be a good album.
No. Like you got the shades on. That shit was ass. All right.
Yeah.
That single was not good.
It wasn't good.
I'm gonna go down this rabbit hole because that pissed me off like a month or two ago.
And with the AI art shit too, bro. Like, what are we doing, man?
I've got a theory, and I think it's been corroborated. This is around the time when the Alchemist had a meltdown on Twitter because everybody was mad at him. And he was like, a cell phone is AI. And everyone was like, go to bed, Unc. Please just go to bed.
Chill the fuck out, please.
Turn the phone off, bro. Around this whole time, I'm pretty sure. So my understanding of this whole album and how it's even coming to be is she wanted to work with him.
Yeah.
And I think he just kind of got turned into a yes man.
Oh,
for
really?
A good portion of it. Like, I don't think, I think just based on the fact that he's obviously has such like an appreciation for art and artists. I mean, judging by the effort that he puts into all of his physical releases and you know, like working with people, not only like the actual artists themselves, but working with other rappers who also hold the value of the art.
Yeah. Like you look at This Thing of Ours 1 and 2, you look at Haram, you look at XYZ, right?
Like all of these are things where like very clearly a decision was made that they wanted this to be actual art and not half-assed.
Yeah.
And Badu has been, you know, she's going down that AI rabbit hole and thinks it's cool. And I mean, she's a very free spirit and she like, you know, thinks
Auntie don't got internet, bro. Auntie don't got internet.
Right. She thinks that shit's cool as fuck. And it's like, okay. I mean, and then I think she dragged Uncle Al into that. And similarly, for the single that came out 6 weeks ago ish, I think because the beat is like it's an old beat, like it's nothing too crazy, and it's nothing that screams Alchemist either. I feel like any fucking producer with a Splice account can make it, you know? Well, it's an old Mobb Deep beat, like it's not. He just laid some shit over it. Like, word, I didn't know that. I think she just wanted to go over a Mobb Deep beat, and like, and Al was just like, okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna be real. That shit was not good. Like, well, from what I've heard, because they're playing the album in these live shows, like the full album front to back is getting played. Yeah, From what I've heard, it's like that single does not hold the tone or the vibe of the project as a whole whatsoever. Like apparently it's very like spacey and like she feels like she sounds like she's like floating on the beats, which is
like a more typical experience of an Erykah Badu album, which you'd expect.
Exactly. Like I think that's more of the vibe that the entire thing is going to be. But you know, August 28th, 29th, whatever that Friday is when we will get that.
Yeah, I'll listen
streaming.
To it.
For sure. There. Do you have any more? Because I have a couple that I just remembered.
Nothing more from me.
So, since the AI discussion and crash out that the Alchemist had like 2 months ago, he started to like actually reply to people on Twitter with like information instead of shit posting.
Oh, right on.
And so we pretty much got confirmation that the Yasin Bey album is coming this year.
Oh shit! Point. Okay, huge.
So that is dropping. Yeah. He said, just like keep your eyes peeled. It's coming.
Yeah, keep your ears
sooner
open
rather than later. And then the Mobb Deep album, produced by Havoc and Alchemist, completely, with the last of the Prodigy verses, is also coming before the end of this year. We've got
fuck yeah!
So sometime in the next 3.5 months, we will have both of those albums.
Right on. The one that I forgot about is Supreme Clientele 2, Ghostface Killah, is coming out on the 22nd, so this upcoming Friday.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then I think it's still a little ways out. Mike Schaub is dropping again this year. Another full album in October.
Dude.
So,
bro,
he's been on a run this year. I'm not going to lie.
It's fucking crazy, dude, because Shab Van Gogh was like March.
Yep.
And I swear Suicide 3 was like January?
Yeah, I think it was the back end of 2024. But
yeah. But even then,
very recent.
Fucking crazy, dude.
And he's been on features. He just produced this album that came out this week. Like
he's been going nuts, dude. Right on. That makes me excited. That makes me really happy. I love Mike Schaub, dude. Okay, fuck it. Dude, the work ethic of these artists is fucking insane, man. I guess tiny bit more housekeeping before we move on to actual talk. I just want to let everybody know, I know a lot of my audience is based in Toronto. This Friday, Secret Scriptures is throwing a show, a block party, Friday, August 22nd, 1196 Queen Street West at 8 p.m. Tickets are like 10 fucking bucks. If you're not doing anything this Friday night, I know there's a few concerts that are going on in the city. I know a lot of y'all motherfuckers is not going to be doing nothing. Pull up to the fucking block party. It's going to be crazy. All the Secret Scriptures will be performing, or vast majority of them. We got No Naz, No God, Sneaky Preacher, Big Z, Othman, Santiago, Pudge God, Slumber Logic. Fucking Slumber Logic is going to be performing there, man. And fucking Jordan, a.k.a. Jordan Rap Good. This shit is going to be crazy. It's going to be fucking live. If you're in Toronto, please, I encourage y'all, pull the fuck up. It's going to be a dope night. There's a lot of good acts. We're going to be hearing a lot of unreleased shit. We're going to be hearing a lot of released shit that I know is fucking fire. Please tap in, everybody, if you're in Toronto. This shit is going to be dope as fuck. Tickets are literally 10 bucks. I will be posting the link in the description of this video to get your tickets. I better see y'all motherfuckers there. I better. Max, I'm flying you out to come to the...
You're flying me out, bro?
Yeah, I got you.
Say word.
I got you, twin.
All right.
That's a crazy thing to say. I'm sorry. And then another thing that I just wanted to mention was there was a shout out to Free Music Empire. They put on a show this Friday in New York with like some fucking titans of the underground game. August Fanon, Shamar was there. Sketch 185, Nappy Nina. There was Sasko and Sun Mundi who popped out. Literally more names than I can even... Oh, Black Chai was there. Miles Cook, like so many titans of the underground hip hop space that have been going on like this year. This is one of those shows that I wish I could have been in New York for. Fucking Sudoku as well. Like, dude, crazy. So I just want to let people know, like, I'm sure there's gonna be some videos and stuff coming out from that. Just fucking crazy. if anyone wants to put a show together like that in Toronto, hit me up, because I think this is what makes hip hop hip hop. You know what I mean? Like, this is what the underground is about, man. Crazy shit. Shout out Free Music Empire as well. That's my fucking goat. Love that dude. Dan. That's my G. Yeah. I think that's it in terms of housekeeping and other random shit. I guess the next thing that we wanted to talk about was the stuff going on with the like car pop-up and all of that.
Yeah. So
Crazy
I can go
stuff.
through that stuff. There's like two different parts of this I want to talk about.
Mhm.
The first is the pop-up itself. So obviously, rest in peace, Ka.
Rest in peace.
Pillar of the underground hip hop community.
Absolutely.
One of the most
prolific MCs to ever touch a mic,
one of the sharpest pens in the history of not only just hip hop, but I think his not only just his work ethic and his ability to actually write the raps themselves, but above all, a very, very strong family man, very clear in his values and what he supports.
Absolutely.
There are a lot, like, I will admit, I was pretty late to the party. I actually had just started to get into his music maybe like 2 or 3 months before he had passed.
Word,
Yeah. And yeah, it was just like, I think, everybody in the space probably is aware that, Ka has passed. And so kind of to commemorate that, the family has been working on doing some stuff for the community, kind of just to like hold a celebration of life sort of thing. And that's what happened over last, I think it actually ran over all last week. They had like a hotel lobby floor, or like a building ground level completely dedicated to art from Ka, pictures. They had a bunch of people speaking, including Mimi, his wife. Rock Marciano did a panel there, and he spoke. I think it was also that was moderated by Mimi, and they just did a bunch of really cool stuff. Remembering him, his life, his music, and above all, like making sure that the legacy that he leaves behind is something that will continue to live on and doesn't pass with him.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So some super awesome stuff coming out from that. There were I'm sure there are some pretty cool pictures of the exhibits if you want to seek them out. I know a bunch of rappers. Yeah. I know a bunch of rappers and everything pulled up. Like I know Rome Streets popped out. Obviously Rock Marcy, a bunch of like New York based MCs definitely I think popped out, show their support. Which was awesome. And kind of to commemorate that, they took there was a bunch of merch that they were selling. Ka had a love for like making his own socks and bandanas and stuff, so they made a bunch of with his album covers and with like the names of the albums on them. They sold a bunch of t-shirts and stuff, a bunch of physical media, and I think one of the things that I want to talk about especially with this is Ka's physical media, and what that means for like, and how ingrained, unfortunately, it is with like scalping culture, and things like that. So, for anybody who's not aware, I think it was about a month ago now, on Ka's his accounts that's now run by his family, his Instagram account, posted about this poll, or like this like I guess what's the word, like you could like fill out this prompt, and it was a bunch of questions on
like a survey.
Survey, that's the word. It's like a bunch of questions like, what does Ka's music mean to you? Like, why did you start listening? What made you a fan? What kept you engaged with his music? And just all these like questions that would lead to eventually, the family went through all of these survey submissions, and they handpicked people based on their responses to get the ability to come to one of these pop-ups and purchase the vinyl. which in concept I think is fucking awesome. Like
Incredible.
the fact that
Absolutely.
they're willing to like sift through all these reviews, to try to like vet these people out. And to me, it was like, they're trying to make sure that these people are worthy of having this, because
Yes.
it's a cause music is a piece of art in and of itself,
Yes.
but I think the ability to have that on physical media, and as we'll talk about later, in a world where nothing is really promised in terms of music being on streaming and things like that, the ability to have and own something like that, I think, is a privilege that you need to earn, that you don't
Absolutely.
just get
immediate access to, right?
Right. I think it's
100%.
especially with the culture around his physical media. I think you do need to definitely earn the right to be able to purchase it. So I'm really glad that they handled it that way. And I think, that also created a much more, like, I don't know what the word I want to use here is, but it was a much more respectful environment at this pop-up.
Yes,
100%.
when
Certain people knew that they were only able to buy it if they were told that they could, right?
Yeah,
because
it adds like a exclusivity is not the word, but the people who were invited to that pop-up, they know that they're there because they appreciate the art, and they know that they're there because it's significant to them, and they're not there just to make a quick buck, and they're not there to exploit it, right? Like, they know that they're there to have it because it's a personal thing to them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll compare this to something, because this has happened before, kind of like similar situation. So, at least as far as I can remember, this happened when Virgil Abloh had passed.
Yes.
I think about 4 or 5 years ago now. Probably, I think actually no, almost exactly 4 years ago.
Yeah. Fuck, 4 years, man.
I
Jesus.
remember.
Yeah.
This was around when I was, really, really big into shoes, and I had the opportunity to buy a pair of the off-white Dunks that came out in 2021, and I got them for retail. I got them from the sneakers app, and I remember I was like, I don't know, should I like sell these, because I mean they were worth a good amount of money at the time, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna hold on to it. Like, I'll wear them or something eventually. And I remember like 2 or 3 months later, it had come out that Virgil had passed. And just out of curiosity, I had gone and I had looked at like the price of the shoes, and they were like 3 times more expensive than when I bought them. And I was like,
Crazy, man.
I always will be somebody who will wear my shoes. I will spin my vinyl. I will not. Like, I don't give a shit about the resale value of them. Like,
because you're not buying it to
me.
resell it. You're buying it because you want it, and it's something that you know you're going to enjoy.
Well, even then, there are some people who really only like things because they cost a certain amount of money.
Yeah,
and it's like,
yeah,
like I think there was a really good chance of that happening with the Ka physical, like not even just the vinyls. The CD is super expensive. And like, I'm glad that they approached that the way that they did, because I could have seen a very similar situation happening. Now, I'm going to use that to kind of jump into the portion that we want to talk about that at least caught my attention. Because I knew the pop-up was happening, but I hadn't really, seen anything on like, the scalping situation in a while. So if you go on Discogs right now and you look at pretty much any Ka records, they're all upwards of $1,000. Like, you can't get one for less than that.
Which is,
and honestly, it was this way before he passed. Like, they were super exclusive. It was really hard to get your hands on one, and to be honest, like, I'm not sure if that's, a point he wanted to make, because I mean, there are some artists in hip hop space that want their physical media to be sought after and to be like art pieces. West Side Gun being one of the most prominent who thinks that way.
722 bumbaclot euros. Sorry, hold on.
Yep.
Wow. Sorry, you were saying.
So, like, I guess you're seeing that around the same time. I can't help but I mean, it's not unreasonable to think that some of the people that were chosen to be able to buy some of these vinyl were lying in the things that they put in
Yeah.
on that survey to try to make themselves sound like super fans when they quite frankly don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Which is
I
fucked,
will
dude.
I will never claim to be the biggest Ka fan in the world. I'm not. Like, I've only heard a very select amount of his music,
Yeah.
and that's what I put in my survey. I was like, honestly, I haven't listened to that much, but the ones that I have heard, they mean a lot to me.
Yeah.
Descendants of Cain is one of my
Crazy
favorite
album.
albums,
Yeah.
and I Love Me Be Mom's Kev is one of my favorite songs ever. Like,
Ever. Of all time. Yeah.
in
Absolutely.
almost every single prompt, I wrote about how much that song meant to me because I didn't want to try to make it sound like I was some fan that I'm not.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
to see people going and like trying to flip these for such a wide profit margin, it's like,
It's disgusting, bro. It's disgusting. I think personally.
it's disgusting. It's disgusting because I think it's really a discredit to not only the effort that his family tried to put in to make sure that this didn't happen, but it's also disrespectful to, I feel like, what he would have wanted to be happening with his music. I think
Absolutely.
I think most people that make music, 99%, I would say, make music because they put music out because they want people to listen to it.
Yeah.
Right.
100%.
They might make it for themselves, but they put it out ultimately so other people can hear it.
Yeah. And talking, especially with Ka, who I think is an artist who makes the most like personable, like personal journal entries, like hard hitting shit. The amount of people that are listening to that and like relating to it and how personal his music is to so many people, like it's nuts, man. And sure enough, I think that this culture around, reselling and like all of that, like is like a spit in the face to what makes his art so good. You know what I mean? Because like he was a firefighter before a rapper. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't, to my understanding, he wasn't making the rap. He wasn't making the art to sell it. Like obviously, yeah, that's a symptom of it, but that wasn't the main intention going into it, right? And I think it's really fucking gross that people are taking that just to buy some wax and then be like, fuck it, I'm gonna make $1,000 off this. I think it's fucked up. I think it's really fucked up.
I agree, and it kind of brings me to this like because we don't see this very often, right? Like obviously this sort of thing gets blown out of proportion when someone passes, right? Because it's like because unfortunately with the world that we live in, someone passing is some of the best media push you will ever get.
Look at MF Doom,
like,
right?
Yep. People will not give a shit about your entire life until you die, and then everybody seems to care.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I think using like that concept, especially as far as physical media goes, is like it's really inevitable that it's gonna happen.
It is.
And so
it's a shame, but it is.
Something I would really love to see, and obviously, we don't know how his family feels about that behavior. I can't imagine that they love it, you know. I would really like to see, and I don't know if this will ever happen because, obviously everybody's grieving process is different, and it's nobody else's place to say this is what you should or shouldn't do. But if they did, have a big problem with people who really want the music not being able to get their hands on it, I would absolutely love to see them work with like a small vinyl distributor to make some really special pressings of his music and mass produce it. Like, like let people get their hands on it if they want it.
Agreed.
Because that not only gives people that opportunity, but it also devalues the things that people are trying to sell for profit, right?
Agreed.
Like the $1,500 vinyl is no longer worth that. Once
a bunch of other shit is in circulation, etc., right?
Right.
Yeah. Like same ways for me. I haven't listened to Ka's entire discography, but like Descendants of Cain is an album that I've sat with for a fuck ton. Orpheus versus the Sirens is like one of my favorite albums of all time. I would love to have that on wax. I would love to be able to spin that. But knowing that there's such a high like bar to entry, I honest to God think that would be a good idea, you know? And even putting them out into like mass producing it, putting it out into record stores all over the place, someone will look at one of those album covers. They're fucking incredible album covers too. They're going to look at that and be like, oh, what's this? See what's going on, you know? And I feel like it would open up a lot more listeners and a lot more, you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I think it would, his legacy would be so much more widespread. Because that's a real symptom that the underground suffers from, is like, it's very, very, very hard to get your music heard by anybody the first time.
Absolutely.
And obviously, you know, you shouldn't use an event like this as like a way to like capitalize off of like, you know, trying to get the music more popular. I mean, we've seen record labels do that to artists that pass, and that's a whole other can of worms. Like,
it's disgusting.
But I think if this is handled the right way, and especially with the rise of independent, you know, record companies coming and pressing, doing really special things for artists who have like the creative direction in mind, you know, if they wanted to, you know, put them out and only charge, you know, enough to break even, or if they wanted to charge like a premium price, you know, say it's 40 or $50, and then all the profit goes to charity or something like that. Like, that would be so awesome. And I think if they feel that way about, you know, the scalpers, I think that would be something that fans would really appreciate, above all else, is just the opportunity to buy it.
For sure. 100%. Yeah, it's a slippery slope, I think, but I think that would be a very good idea. Cause like, man, like, even for the people who I know listen to this rap music and like really feel it, I know a lot of people that would listen to a Ka album now for the first time and be like, yo, this is some like mind-blowing shit. You know what I mean? Like, I posted a tweet about I Love Mama Me, like, about that song, and a lot of my like audience hadn't really heard it before, and I got so many DMs like, bro, this is like incredible shit, like, it's next level, dude. And I think what makes an artist like Ka so important is the fact that even after his passing, which, like, fucking tragic, even after that, people can still hear the music and get such a personal connection out of it without even knowing the prior context. I think that's so important. And like, artists like that are truly once in a lifetime, you know? And like, he shares a birthday with hip hop itself, bro. Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Like, his music, because of what it is, will never die. It is not possible for his music to be forgotten.
Absolutely not, man. Like, even for me, in my like, my album that I'm working on right now would not even be a thing if Orpheus versus the Sirens didn't exist. You know what I mean? And I can't really explain why that is without spoiling a lot of it, but like, the amount of influence and the amount of important literature that he made, that everyone who navigates in the underground like acknowledges that and respects that and is like, yo, like, this is serious fucking shit, man. It's wild, dude. And like, shame on anyone who's a reseller like that, bro. Shame on anyone who purchased vinyl just to go and flip it on Discogs for an exorbitant amount of money. I think you're disgusting if you do that. And like, I don't respect you as a human being. I actually actively disrespect you if that's the shit that you're on. I think it's fucked up, man. Wild. And for anyone who's listening to this who hasn't heard Ka's discography, like, or hasn't heard a Ka song,
go listen.
Go and listen, man. Like,
even if it's just one song, even if it's, you know, it's he's got tracks with Rock Marciano.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of his, or honestly, if you're just a fan of hip hop, I think you will find something that you love and appreciate about Ka and his music. Even
for me, like, the first I'd heard of Ka was his verse on In Good Hands by Navy Blue. Before I even knew who he was, like, the first time I heard that song, that shit brought me to tears, bro. Like, we was all men at needs with no amenity. Crazy. through the hatred.
I'm in good hands,
bro,
surrounded by good
women,
babies,
good babies,
men.
good men. Bro, that shit has been a fucking rosary for me recently, bro. Like, dude, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, like legit, that's one of those ones that I think everyone should go out and listen to. Like, anything by him is like remarkably special, man. Remarkably special. Once in a lifetime artist, for real. I don't think there's anything else on the cost stuff that you wanted to talk about. I think we highlighted it all pretty well.
Yeah, that was really it.
Yeah. But it really goes to show like kind of the fucking dirty nature of reselling vinyl and reselling anything for that matter, bro. Cause like, what's the I think there's a Mavi line where it's like, give me my flowers while I'm still here.
Yep.
Yeah. And like, that's so real, man, because the fact that death is treated as like, now whatever you own from this creator is more exclusive, I think that's fucked, dude. Like, that's fucked, man. I don't know. You should appreciate the art. Obviously, if you get to it late, like, happens to the best of us, but like, for the people who are going out and buying that shit, whether that be like shoes, clothes, music, anything, really, just because like, oh, they know it's going to sell for a lot in the future if, God forbid, they pass away, like, that's fucked. I seen some shit. It was like, I forget the name of the artist, but it was like this old soul artist who, like made a repressing of an album of theirs or whatever. And so many people were in the comments telling like, oh, I'm going to grab this now because when he passes away, that's going to flip for crazy. Just saying that, like, shamelessly, explicitly, you're a piece of shit, bro. Like, you're a real life piece of shit. Like, we finna jump you, bro. Like, come outside. Like, yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. I guess to change the topic from like a pretty fucking heavy conversation, all things considered. One thing that we were playing with the idea of is an ideal concert lineup / collab tracks. And I know we talked about it like personally. I was thinking about it, bro. I was thinking about my ideal Backwoods Studios lineup of Woods, Elucid, Shrapnel, Alchemist, that kind of line. That shit would be fucking crazy, dude. And I don't know. I'm thinking about the prospects of collaborations of artists that we've never really heard on the same track together. Like there was I don't know if you listen to Feek and Lungs too much, but they had an album late last year, Carrot Season, dope rapid fire raps, just really good shit. I loved it. And they dropped a remix to one of my favorite songs on the album featuring Shrapnel, who are like also two of my favorite MCs. And I was really thinking about it, bro. Like there are so many collabs that have yet to happen or probably never will that I know for a fact I really want to hear. So I want to know what your, like, right now, if your choice of a producer and 3 MCs were to drop a song, who do you want to see on that? Because I have multiple answers for mine. Because I was thinking, bro, imagine Mike, Mavi, and Neonte on a Shango beat.
That would be kind of crazy.
That shit would, or
crazy.
Shungu. Sorry, Jesus Christ, I pronounced it wrong. Yeah, that would be fucking nuts, dude. And like, I'm thinking about like even off of the Fly Anakin Quelle Chris record from earlier, the Forever Dream, that one posse cut that has like Silk Money, Concept Jackson, Quelle, Fly Anakin, and there's one other person who I'm forgetting. I think that, no way I just put fucking 8 instead of the apostrophe. That's crazy, bro. Oh yeah, Big Kahuna OG as well, which is like fucking insane, dude. That would be nuts, man. Just another posse cut of that nature. I think that would be sick.
Let's see. I think people have been saying it forever, but if we got a Tony Seltzer produced track with Earl, Lucky, and V's on it, that shit would be crazy. People have been saying we need Earl and Lucky back on the track again.
Agreed, fully.
And we do, and I think it needs to be over Tony production. Like,
oh, that would be nuts. That would be fucking nuts, dude. You know, V's is one of those ones Ganger was his album from last year, right?
Yep.
I saw that shit get very high praise. I've never gotten around to listening to it. Should I give that one a spin?
That shit is crazy. That shit is fucking crazy. Yes.
Okay, I'll give that a peep. I think next week is slowing down in terms of releases, all things considered, so I can digest all the shit that's come out within the last 2 months and maybe do another first listen to something that I know I need to listen to. We'll see, though. We'll play it by ear. Yeah, that would be fucking nuts, dude. I was thinking about it, too. Like, the rumor is that the new Arm & Hammer is going to be entirely produced by Alchemist as well. I need to hear Shrapnel over Alchemist production. I need to hear it. And I think it would be, that just needs to happen at least once, bro. And I know Castro was featured on Haram off of, not Chicharrones. What song is Castro off of on Haram?
Oh, he's on,
fucking Wishing Bad, which is a crazy song, too.
Yeah.
Puff, Survivor's Remorse, we'll keep them fucked up. Banger. Yeah, I think that would be fucking crazy. That's just a fun little idea. And for some shameless engagement baiting, tell us in the comments who your dream collab track would be.
Leave a like and subscribe.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share, put it on your distro kid, send it to your mother in an email chain. Yeah. Yo, we are already at an hour, eh?
Type shit.
Fucking wild. We never type shit. I guess I will show my little mail day that I got because I have some goodies that I would like to share. I literally, I spoiled one of them in me bringing it over. And let me do the things, because have I shown you the pressing of the special album? Because this shit is gorgeous, brother. The way that I do this is super scuffed too, because now I'm just streaming to max the fucking OBS that I'm using. I think it's really funny. So we got Billy Woods' album from this year, which will remain untitled. Look at the fucking look at that shit.
Oh, I did see the picture of this. Yeah.
Stupid.
Hey, you're welcome for that link.
Yeah,
I sent him that link.
Thank you. He did. Can confirm. I was unaware that it was even. It's the HHV pressing, which apparently they just made a few more. Brother, look at this. Look at this.
I keep my ear to the ground.
Oh, and thank you endlessly. Because oh my God, and both discs look like this. It is, I think this is right now the favorite vinyl that I own. Like, it looks beautiful. The album itself is fucking insane. The way that what is it called? The center gate thing? Whatever the fuck it's called.
I don't know what that's called, actually, but
yeah. But that shit is gorgeous as hell. This is absolutely a grail that has been added to my collection. Let me put it back. Not like a chimpanzee. Hold on. See, that's the funny thing, too. When I first started collecting vinyl, my family was kind of concerned because they're like, I'm not going to dox myself and say the Govey. Most of you know my Govey anyways. But they were like, Steez, are you sure this is a habit that you want to get into? This is something you want to collect? You're not the most elegant or graceful when it comes to handling stuff. I have broken at least 7 of my cousin's Nintendo DS's in my life. And not just one cousin, over the span of multiple cousins. So I think this is a real good way for me to learn how to be delicate with my things. So that's why I'm collecting vinyl. I'm going to put this back in its sleeve later. The other record that I picked up is a personal favorite of mine. We got Metal Lung by Shrapnel. They had a few kicking in a warehouse somewhere. Oh, I didn't actually open it. Hold on. This is one of my favorite albums of all time. Shrapnel, one of my favorite hip-hop duos of all time. I got into them because there was a single that released for their album last year, Nobody Planning to Leave, which was my favorite album this year by far. Which is crazy because Shadowbox came out that year, but I digress. Oh, it's sick! Look at that!
What a fake fan. He didn't even open it before this.
Man, I had to get to work, bruh. Like, it was a work.
Right, yeah. You had time to take a picture.
Brother, when I tell you, it came in the mail when I was working from home the one day. I grabbed it, took a picture, and then immediately fucking sprinted down to this fuck-ass setup and got on a call, bro. Yeah. But this album I listened to for the first time before Nobody Planning to Leave came out, and it is like one of my favorite hip-hop records of all time. So fucking good. Just a standard black pressing, nothing too crazy. When my record player gets here, I think this is going to be one of the first that I spin. There's a song on here called Ghost Kitchen, which is like fucking insane. It's all Steel Tip Dove production except for a few tracks, which I'm not remembering, which they are. Either way, though, fucking ridiculous. Like, genuinely fucking ridiculous. And those are my 2 records that came this week. And I just ordered another one, which is going to remain a secret until it gets here, so I can post it on Twitter for Engagement Farm. You know?
Where?
Yeah. Let me just slide this guy right back in here. And all things considered, I think that's all we wanted to talk about this week.
Damn, bro's not going to show my mail day.
Did you post the pictures of them?
I think I sent it to you.
Hold on.
You might have to scroll. I could post it again.
Please
It's
do.
just one thing.
Oh, that one. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm fucking stupid as shit. Yeah, absolutely. Hold on. That's kind of fucked up for me saying, yeah, mail day, and then just not show yours.
I did get something else, but it's not anything crazy.
Yeah. So for Sir Maximilian's mail day, we got, funny enough, an album that we talked about earlier in this episode, Haram.
Yep.
Fucking, what a wax to own, man. Like, genuinely, what an album to own on physical. I think Haram is, like, we were talking about it a little bit before. In my opinion, top 5 album covers of all time.
Yep.
This, I think, is the best way to get people into Arm & Hammer. Because if they hear, I feel, Falling Up the Sky, Black Sunlight, Chicharrones, if they hear anything off of this and they fuck with it, they, like, first of all, you're listening, like, they're real, for one. And, like, I don't know, I think this is, like, their most accessible in terms of sound, because a lot of their other shit gets a little wild sometimes.
Yeah, I think the Alchemist production is, and even that, like, even for him, some of his is a little, like, off kilter, like, kind of like to match their energy, I feel like.
Absolutely. Like, Sir Benny Miles is a fucking otherworldly beat, dude.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I think it is a good introduction from that perspective, that it's like,
like, if you can digest
guys,
this, if you fuck with this, then you're in for a treat, bro.
Yeah. That's probably how I feel about it, just about.
Yeah. Because, like, man, we could talk about this album for fucking hours, dude. This is one of those ones where it was a running joke among me and a friend of mine where if I heard any song off of Haram, I'm going back and listening to the thing top to bottom. And that, honest to God, still kind of holds true. Probably in situations where I shouldn't be, because at my old store, I used to imagine being some poor fuck just trying to buy some weed, and you walk in, you just see this big light-skinned motherfucker behind the counter listening to Sir Benny Miles, just like shaking his head like a fucking, yeah. Crazy album though, man. Crazy album. That's one of those ones I'm probably going to bite your flow and look for a pressing for myself, because man, oh man. It's crazy because Haram, as of right now, isn't in my top 3 Arm & Hammer, which I think is fucking nuts, but it really goes to show the quality and output that they have, because, like, fuck, it's incredible. It's incredible, man. Listen to Haram if you haven't listened to Haram. I think that was also our recommendation last week, which I think is kind of funny. So yeah, with that said, I guess we will wrap up for the week. I have the album I would like people to listen to. Do you have yours?
Do we want to do this first, or we want to do the question?
Oh yeah, fuck, real actually.
Oh, let's do this first.
Yeah.
And then we'll do it.
We were talking about it a good bit. The album I think everyone should listen to if they haven't listened to is Orpheus versus the Sirens by Ka, because this is an album that's incredibly special to me. It's produced by Animos entirely, and the pen is Ka under the nomenclature Hermit and the Recluse. This was the first I've heard of Ka. The idea of the album is kind of like, it's obviously a take on Greek mythology. Like, you'll look at the names of the songs like Orpheus, Fate, Atlas, Golden Fleece, Punishment of Sisyphus. Words cannot describe how much I love this album. This is like one of my favorite albums of all time. The first time I heard it was a very pivotal moment for me, just like life-wise. I was, you know, growing, changing, etc., etc. And like, dude, like, oh, listen to this album. Listen to this album if you haven't. It is unbelievable what they did on this one, and this is like an all-timer for me. Yeah.
True.
What about yourself,
Get this
brother?
man a true.
Yeah, get this man a true.
For me, I am gonna go with an album I think that came out this year that people, for whatever reason, quickly forgot about, or I guess don't feel like it got the love that it deserves. If you haven't, please go listen to The Forever Dream by Fly Anakin. Yeah. That album is phenomenal, top to bottom.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
I think it has some of the best production this year, hands down.
Easily.
I feel like it unfortunately really, really went under the radar, especially when it came out, and you should give it a listen this year.
The streams on this are criminally low, man. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, this is one of my favorites this year. Like, easily. I know it came out, like, I want to say a month or two before we started doing our thing, but this would be one of those ones that, like, we talked. Like, this is fucking incredible, man. Fly Anakin is one of those artists that I think deserves way more flowers. Like, oh my God, dude. What was the record from? I know the first I heard of him was the Pink Sifu collab record, Fly Sifu's and Smoke Break. Frank, and from 2022. Next level, dude. Next level. But yeah, absolutely. And honest to God, it's one of those ones that I think is pretty accessible, all things considered. Like, sometimes I'd be recommending shit and like you turn it on and you hear like bird watching samples layered over, you know what I mean? Like some next level
over
shit.
East.
Yeah, over, exactly. This is one of those ones I feel anyone can turn it on and enjoy it. And like genuinely one of my favorite albums this year. My Nigga, crazy song. The Times, crazy song. Lord Forgives, I Hold Grudges, crazy fucking song. Literally all of it, top to bottom, is fucking incredible. That's real as fuck. That is a super real album recommendation. Yeah. So now to wrap it up, more engagement farming. In the comments, if you made it this far, first of all, thank you so much for listening. You have no idea how much the support means to me. I have a lot of people who I didn't expect to be listening to this podcast reaching out to me saying like, yo, I'm really fucking with the podcast. And like, that shit means something to me, man. So thank you guys for listening. The question I will leave you all with is, what is your album of the year so far? Sound off in the comments. For a lot of my people, I know we will probably have some pretty similar opinions. I'm not going to give my answer yet. Most of you, I mean, it's hard. It's between three of them for me right now. It's between three.
Okay.
Definitely Magic Alive by McKinley Dixon. I have been just going back to it over and over again. It has been so unbelievably in rotation for me. The other one is a little bit of an off-kilter album, but I've talked about it quite a bit, which is A City Drowned in God's Black Tears by Infinity Knives and Brian Ennals. Once again, one of those ones I just keep going back to it. It keeps on engaging me. I listen to it top to bottom a bunch, and then I pick up a new favorite song off of it. Genuinely incredible. And then I lied, there's a lot more. Definitely the Billy Woods album is up there. Just fucking incredible. Some of his best work yet, I think. It's unfair that Billy Woods just keeps on getting better and better and better. It's fucking nuts. Black Antique, Pink Sifu. I've been spinning it a fuck ton, a lot. It's so fucking good. That shit is incredible. Showbiz by Mike, which is once again just an incredible album. And then, dude, the fucking Mary Sue, fucking Porcelain Shield Paper Sword has also been just like crazy in rotation. That shit is incredible too, man. So much good music. So much good music.
Bro's about to list every album that came out this year.
Yeah. You know me, I'm pretty against listing or giving albums like a numerical rank. And even choosing like an album of the year is difficult for me, man. It's wild. Those are definitely the ones that are up there for me, though.
And just know the whole list is going to change when
Yep.
that Elucid Seb Bash
Yep.
album comes out.
Absolutely. Without a doubt. Yep. You know me well. You know me very fucking well, brother.
It's like, it's just not going to be bad. Like,
it's going to be fucking incredible. It's going to be incredible. I'm going to hear Elucid talk about ate the pussy upside down, hanging from the ceiling like a vampire over some Seb Bash production, and I'm going to be fucking ecstatic, bro. Oh, yeah. What is your album of the year so far?
I think I'm also between 3.
Mm-hmm.
But like actually 3 for me so far.
Not 7.
I think one we didn't talk about already, I really, really love Shab Van Gogh. I think that's some of Mike Schaub's best work.
Yep.
Like, and especially another very underappreciated album for what it is. I feel like if you haven't heard that, go give it a shot. Go check that out for sure. Showbiz, especially for me, has been really striking a chord for whatever reason. I keep finding myself going back to certain songs, just like I do with Burning Desire.
Absolutely.
And I think that's going to end up the same way for me, low-key, that album. But the more I listen to it front to back, I'm really, really, really thinking that Black Antique by Pink Sifu is going to be my album of the year this year. At least thus far.
Yeah, it's so good, man.
There's a couple things I could maybe see dethroning it if like that we know of coming out. Like I think this Earl album, as every Earl album does, has a potential to like dethrone whatever the top spot is.
Yeah, that's real as fuck.
Haram 2 or whatever the fuck they're gonna call it has the potential as well. Like there's just so much.
The fact that we got a Woods project, we're getting an Elucid project, and an Arm & Hammer project all in 1 year it's fucking nuts, dude. Yeah. That shit's gonna be crazy. And probably for me as well, it'll affect the hierarchy. But you'll hear from us in December. I think we're gonna do like an album of the year roundup episode. I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Fucking
you have
wild,
to. We're in the
we're in the space
music
now,
discourse.
Bro.
It's December. We have to talk about album of the year.
Exactly. The 12 weeks of Oxmas, or the 12 days of Oxmas.
Oh my god.
Fucking, that's the worst thing I've ever said in my life, by far, actually.
You hear it here first. You're getting an episode a day from December 13th to December 25th. They might all be 5 minutes, and they might all be the length of one episode put together, chopped into 5 minutes. Yeah. But you'll get one.
Exactly. It'll be there. That's not a bad idea, actually. We'll talk.
We're going to be YouTube short farming.
Yo, I was thinking about putting some of the clips on YouTube Shorts of just no. Listen, man. Like, what if it works? It's crazy because the intention of this project was never to become like the next fucking Joe Rogan for rap music or whatever. It's just to talk. Definitely fucking not. But like,
definitely not the next Joe Rogan.
It's never been about like, making capital or making money, whatever. It's literally just been about talking about music that I like, because this is shit that I talk about either way, and I know it's the same way for you. So who knows? Thank you all for the support. Genuinely, like, it means the fucking world. It has been going off like crazy. So like, thank you guys so much, for real. And I think this is a good place to wrap. I don't think that there's anything else we really need to talk about.
No, just let us know your current album of the year.
Yeah, sound off in the comments, for real, like, genuinely. And even if it's some shit that, like, we probably never heard of, like, I know I have a few people who are tapping in who don't really listen to rap music, which is crazy. Thank you guys for listening. Yeah. Sick, nasty, fucking cool. Thank you guys for listening to the Aux Podcast once again. I'm finna do my stupid little outro. Let me do a little one of these. Little one of these.